Yeah, so there's a monster that I completely forgot about to do a review on, and that is this one, and he is kind of good, okay? Like, hear me out, okay? First of all, let's start off with the traits. Traits are really good. I like the True Vision and Anticipation. Basically, his role is supposed to be a denier, so that True Vision helps him basically, double up his precision. That way, he actually lands those denial skills. And then take a look at the stats. Stats are very important, right? So we have about 26,026 power because you don't gotta worry about that. He's a denier. Take a look at the speed on life because this is what matters. We got about 716,617, which is actually not a bad amount of life. It's quite decent. And then you have a really good amount of speed, which is 16,296. This is at rank 3, keep in mind. So that speed's actually very good. It's pretty high. I do like the elements as well. It doesn't like leave him vulnerable since he's like a light and magic monster and a magic and light era, obviously. So I like the elements a lot. But let's take a look at the skills. Skills are quite important, right? So we have Eternal Interval, which is a low magic damage to all enemies, applies time stop and freeze to all enemies. How amazing is that? We finally have a denier that can actually deny. You know what I mean? We do have light speed, which is a low light damage and applies time stop to an enemy. You guys don't actually turn to itself. Some of you guys are gonna be like, well, this skill, what if it's kind of like anticipation bait, isn't it? So like, for example, if there's an enemy anticipator in the enemy team, and you go ahead and land this on him, and his anticipation triggers, it's not going to. Most of the time, 99% of the time, it's going to land because of the fact that he actually has that trait helping him out. This trait right here, the True Vision. This is way better than your Status Caster Precision. This is literally True Vision. So it holds its name. It's really good, and you get it at rank 0, so you don't even have to rank up the monster to obtain it. So if you want to use it against an Instigator, as long as maybe I think what will probably affect this is maybe Bulwark, but even then, I mean, you do have that precision doubled, so you have a high chance of applying it. So anyways, we have Elder Barrier, which is an evasion and stamina region to itself. I'm gonna skip that one. I want to run this monster as full denier, nothing stopping me. We do have Explosion Trick, which is a low magic damage and applies stun to all enemies. Heck yeah, give me that AoE stun. And then we have a moderate magic damage when enemy applies time stop and freeze. Sure, we can run that. If you want to run this one right here, we have an AoE time stop, but I already have one, so I'm not going to run the other one. This one's actually a 1 turn cooldown, which I actually like. There's a magic damage and stun to an enemy, and then time stop. So you have 2-0 cooldown skills. They're both different from each other. One's stun, the other one's time stop. So whichever one you want to run, go for it. I don't think anybody's going to run this, but if you want to do it, go ahead. I like my monster full denier, like full denier mode. That's what I like to see. Now the cooldowns on these two skills are pretty high, but they're both really good skills. Except this one actually. This one's, I don't know why this is so high. So if you want to actually change this one to something else, then I would actually understand if you do that. So maybe we can do an AoE time stop. What do you guys think? Or we can do a single target. Let's do an AoE. We might need it. So we have 2 single targets. Or sorry, we have 3 AoEs and 1 single target. So if you want to run something like that, you can. But yeah, you know what? You can run something like this if you want, or you can run that extra turn skill that I just had. Let's take a look at the ultimate. We have Trait Disable to all enemies, deals moderate magic damage and applies mega time stop. Oh, I like that because this monster doesn't come with PR or Trait Disable already. So at ultimate, Trait Disable, that kind of helps out. You know what I mean? So let's take a look at the relics. Relics are quite nice. I do like the relics. I'd highly recommend giving it a Merc Staff so you can deal extra water damage and applying nightmares. Which is a torture. And with the mask, you can actually go with I would say a Torvox's mask. So you can apply some another torture and deal extra damage. So curse you can apply, or you could do like a bio Warmbot mask. I'm gonna do double stamina regen relics for this monster because stamina costs, yeah, it's actually not bad. It's not too high, it's not too low. So if you want to just run one, which is the Merc Staff giving you stamina, that should be good enough. Plus, he gets that Status Caster stamina region at rank 3. So I would personally just do a Torvox's mask. Now, when it comes down to runes, you can actually make this monster 2 speed and 1 team speed, or you can just do 1 speed, 2 team speed. You can even do triple team speed, which is what I'm going to run as, because again, this monster cannot open up the path for himself. If you go in blind, if you run in blind in battle, most of the time you're going to get slapped in the face because this monster doesn't have a PR or Trait Disable, so you don't want that to happen. That is why I'm going to be pairing it up with 2 free-to-play monsters that everybody has, which is K911 and Shadow, which is going to open up the path for this monster and then eventually turn transferring, and then he will take advantage of that and go crazy. So I'll show you guys in just a second. So you can do triple team speed like the way I have it, or you can just mess around with speed and team speed. Okay, you don't want to give in triple speed unless it's actually needed. So the only time you should actually do triple team speed, or sorry, triple speed, is because if you're running it with only a single monster. So if I wasn't running Shadow, for example, and I was running only K9, I would do K9 super fast and then this monster super fast, taking in the second turn right after K9, if that makes sense. So anyways, go ahead and start this battle off. We take in the first turn and we can basically basically, as you guys can see, there is anticipation. So what I'm going to do is actually open up the path for my monster, which I just did. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to give myself 2 extra turns here. So we'll do 2. It's not necessarily needed, but hey, I'm still gonna do it for fun. And then obviously you want to go ahead and get rid of like what should I call it, dodge area as well. So open up the path fully for the monster. You know what I mean? Dodge area and all that good stuff. I'll do a PR here, and we could probably do another trade the table. Although there is bulwark, like I said, but hey, most of the time you're going to land that anyways because of that true vision. Anyways, we get Toolbox's mask, stamina regen. Here we're going to apply that time stop with freeze together and look at the damage and also the denial just landing. If those monsters weren't super weak in terms of life, we could have actually like they could have actually survived that and the battle could have went on, but they were just so weak. But hey, that helps us anyways. They're gonna die, so that's GG's. We won the battle. Cool. Let's see what we have here. Second battle. Who are we facing? We got Necro, we got Elvira, and obviously Voltic there. So this is a pretty good I would say example. We could do a PR trade table like that and basically go on a little bit and keep on like PRing, trade tabling, and all that good stuff. So we'll do this. We'll do trade table, and we can do our turn transfer right now to that monster in the night, only 2, or we can keep opening the path up for our monster. So that's what I'm actually going to do. So I'm going to PR trade table, and then look, we're going to turn transfer finally, and our monster gets a turn in. We have light hater, which is kind of cool, so we're dealing a little bit of damage to the light monsters, but this is what you want to start off with, either that or if you have your AoE time stop. Obviously I think this is a better option, but if you don't want to use it, you know what I mean, you also have an AoE stun, so you literally have a variety, you know what I mean. You got stun, you got freeze, you got all that good stuff. And as you can see, curses applied and also nightmares, so you're stacking up 2 tortures, which is really good. And now when we get the turn in here, what you can actually do is deal extra damage, not with this monster, but turn transferring again to him. So we do have daze, but we have true vision, so I don't think this is going to miss. I doubt it. Yep, look at that, just fully landing. Good stuff. See, that's what I'm saying. True vision is actually a lot better than you guys think. Like you guys, some of you guys are probably underestimating that thing. That thing is really good. For deniers, that specific trait is never bad, and the fact that it's traded, not a status caster, so it doesn't run out or gets PER, that's very good, I would say. We just got a tier 6 as well. That's awesome. We're gonna go into another battle and see if we're gonna go up against anything a lot more insane. Nope, it's just megaton monsters. So well, I guess we can fight off these megaton monsters. So we'll do PR trade table, and this time I'm not going to turn transfer to myself. Let's actually kind of finish this off like this. Yep, let's do it this way. Trade the table. We do need to PR one more time. Can I do that before? I really want to do it. So yeah, one bad thing though about this monster, since he doesn't have PR skills, if you're gonna go up against monsters with immune to control, or yeah, just immune to control in general, because this monster has a variety of denial skills, when you try to land your skill, you're going to mess. So obviously it's good to pair it up with monsters like these two, so they can open up the path for you fully like this, and that way you are basically good to go. Oh wait, I couldn't even oh, I couldn't even turn transfer. It's okay. So we have 2 forms of denial. We're going to land both. There we go. Cool, cool, cool. And then intoxication. That's even better. Boom. Vulnerability on top of that. Let's see how much damage we're going to deal to these guys. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and charge up. Look at the damage here, right? So 394k, 329k, and then 329k. Just fully defeated. Take a look at the other one. You thought I was that? No. Look at this one. You guys ready? Look, I'm going to go ahead and let him get a turn in. Look at that. 329k, 274k, and 274 to finish that off. The monster is an excellent denier, guys. I would highly recommend investing in it, guys. It's really good. So if I ever get my hands on that monster, I'm 100% ranking him up. Really good monster overall. So let me know in the comments down below your thoughts and opinions on this monster, and that's going to be pretty much it. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.